In no way is this okay. This is not a movie. This is not a video game. It's not a simulation. This is a hit on a man's life. This is a paid promise, right? A paid promise. You will get payment for ending someone, for disappearing someone. Now, the Tone Man may have been joking here, okay? But this is the internet, and we can never 100% assume anything at all. Furthermore, it sets a sick precedent as we go forward with this discussion around video games, that it's perfectly fine to wish the death on somebody that simply wants to preserve what escapism is at its core, right? That's all that Mark Kern, aka Grums, has done. That's it. That's his highest crime, is try to protect the core of escapism. And what is the core of escapism? The core of escapism is it being fantastically different from reality. That doesn't mean sword and sorcery. That doesn't mean wizards. That doesn't mean dragons. That does mean that it is different from reality, either an exaggerated version or an entirely fabricated version of it. But it is different. Otherwise, it's the news. Okay? I'm not playing a video game to find out the experience of a deaf person unless I'm playing a video game to find out the experience of a deaf person. Okay? And it was a really dumb way of doing it in that Spider-Man game, by the way. Very insulting way to do it. Because it checks off a box. That's all it does. These are the people that want to put a hit out on Mark Kern's life. Think about that for a minute. I know him as Grums, so my brain defaults to Grums. So these are the people that want to hurt him. These are the people that they think this is okay. The people that are going gaga over Hades 2. The people that are all about the DEI, forced DEI at that. The Sweet Baby Inc. supporters. Remember when Sweet Baby Inc. came out and said, their CEO said this. She said, it's okay to take these developers out to lunch and threaten them, to expose them as sexist, racist, misogynists, phobes of all kinds. You remember that? She said that with a PowerPoint. That was in a PowerPoint presentation. These are the people that support that. This guy right here is the guy that supports that strategy. Tone Man is bent backwards, upside down, and through his own backside about this, right? So much so that he wants Mark Kern Grums dead. But it doesn't stop there, all right? Now, I'll let you think about that for a minute, but guess what? The up just got anteed, all right? Here we go. Grums brings this to our attention, a Twitch thought. I'm not even gonna distinguish this person as a streamer. A Twitch thought. Denims TV over there on Twitch ups Grums' bounty to 30,000 while reacting to Asmongold's video about Tone Man's death threat against Grums. That's right. That's what happened. This is getting out of hand because eventually somebody's going to meet their mark and they're going to go to collect. You understand? Go ahead. Listen to this. Go ahead. We'll play it right now. Okay, pro tip, all right? Pro tip. Are you paying attention? Pro tip. The Sassy Bisexual Act. Not a good deflection for criminal activity, okay? Sassy bisexual. Just don't do that. Don't be the sassy bisexual. It doesn't work. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy have showed us that it doesn't work. It's cliche. It's over, all right? If you're going to do your weird little internet terrorism act, pick a new shtick, all right? The sassy bisexual thing is over. Stop doing it. Oh no, the block button is just totally frozen. You can't block Mark Kern. You can't block Grums. Elon Musk must be in there and shutting off that button. So this sweet little darling, this innocent little Twitch thought can't block Grums and have her timeline free of his oogity boogity meanness. His supportive boobage is just too much for someone who likes boobs. Mark's thoughts on this are this should be a permanent suspension on Twitch and on X, and also the FBI should be taking a look into this. This lady is a little too comfortable with threatening people's lives. But you may be wondering, just who is this Twitch thought? Well, This is Denims. This is, I assume that's how you pronounce it. It's how I'm going to. It's Denims with a chance of politics over on Twitch. This is a screenshot provided to us from Twitter. Political commentary and discussions. I bet the height of philosophical analysis takes place on this channel right here. And we'll go down to the pixelated About Me section because, you know, who could ever have like graphics that fit the dimensions the website tells you they're supposed to fit? Golly, just how difficult would that be? So she says, hi, I'm Denims, a 26-year-old LA-based streamer, full-time. I know what she sounds like, but I'm making fun of her. We do some politics, some pausing, and some gaming here. Yeah, that's what I think she sounds like. I know what she sounds like, but that's what I hear in my head when she opens her little, like, pie flapper there. But guess what? It goes on. Because thankfully, someone in her chat witnessing this has a soul. All right, so here we go. This is one of her chat members saying, I called the local police, don't threaten people's lives. And to respond to people making fun of this user responded to his bullies, or her bullies, whoever they are, responded with, no, I just love holding streamers accountable. All right, so we're going to watch this Twitch thought, find out that the cops have been called on her for her insane little routine here. Oh my God, no way. Oh, it's so funny to have the police called on you. Haha, I threatened someone's life. It's so funny. La la la, it's so funny. Yeah. He's not actually. That is a credible threat considering you had over so many thousands of people watching. There's called a variable formula that they use with this. I broke it down to something very simple when I started streaming several years ago, is that when you have 4 people showing up in your chat, 3 of them want to hear what you have to say, but the fourth guy, he wants to kill you. There isn't a reason. He just wants to kill you. He carves the number 23 into his walls or whatever. He eats chipmunks raw or cooks them over an open flame in his living room. It's just how it goes. It's the internet. It's a very scary, strange place where people can put on My Little Pony avatars and do all sorts of horrible things to them in jars. Okay? Remember that. So yes, when you show this to the police officer, that you asked people to harm another human being and offered them money in return for that, yes, the police are definitely going to take that seriously. Because guess what? Somebody in your audience might think you're serious. They might be one of those literal people that doesn't possess the ability to sense a joke if it hit him in the face like a sledgehammer. But that's okay. At least that guy you don't like won't be in your feed anymore, right, princess? I hate this. It's the top end of stupidity, right? Now, guess what? The brave little wee toaster here, the brave little stream thought, she locked her tweets. She locked her Twitter up. Aw, this poor little darling. Oh, I feel so bad that she got harassed. Oh no, it was too much. It was overwhelming, the response that she got. This poor little princess who only wanted to see a man murdered. So here she is. She says, largest female political streamer on Twitch. Just a lady who talks about stuff. Live Monday through Thursday, 7 Pacific Standard Time. Business at denims.tv, alt account, not Denims. So I don't know, I'm not going to check that, and I don't want anybody to go harangue her either, okay? If you have the footage and you want to hold on to it, to hold her accountable over this, that's fine, but there is no reason to return harassment, rather respond to harassment with harassment. It just doesn't, it's the old saying, an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. It doesn't work like that. But this behavior needs to be challenged. It needs to be corrected. It can't go uncorrected. You're going to end up cycling up into a state where people get way crazier than that time SSS Sniper Wolf showed up at Jack's Film's house. You remember that? She was live. She walked right up to his house showing everybody where he freaking lived, where his family lives. This is not far from that. This might even be worse. You're ordering a hit on a guy that then people autonomously go out and take care of. You yourself aren't doing it. So now there's multiple people working out this scheme to collect $30,000, which is the price you offered on a man's head. He has a family, you weirdo. All he wants is to preserve what it is to enjoy escapism. When you play a video game, it shouldn't feel like real life. That's the point. I don't want to live through Sonic. I want to play Sonic. I want to tell Sonic to do his spin dash attack. I want to beat the ass off of Eggman, and I want to fly off into the damn sunset. I don't want to know the emotional baggage related to going too cool for school. You know, I don't want to know what it's like deep down in Mario's heart, how he feels about crushing the Goombas. I don't want to know. I want to crush some Goombas. I want to save the princess. It's not going to get me a kiss, but I want to save the princess. Unless she's in another castle. Like, this bitch is going to end up in another prison if she keeps this up. I hope she's able to weasel her way out of it. It would be really, really bad if this lady ended up spending so many years in prison for threatening a man's life. Really. So she thought it was a joke, you know? Because she thought it would be funny to threaten a man's life. I know there are people out there that want to go on about the First Amendment in this regard. And I understand that. I'm a little torn over it myself. But I will tell you straight on, my gut tells me that this cannot go unchallenged. It sets a dangerous precedent, as I said earlier. So think about this in comparison to how you feel about the First Amendment in this regard. This was a credible threat in my belief. Someone would have taken her seriously. There is a responsibility associated with the First Amendment. I'm not talking about consequence societies or whatever. I'm talking about when you say something, you should mean it, right? So that way you don't put a hit out on someone's life because you don't really mean it. Nobody in their right mind really means that. But finally, GigaBear had a GigaBear over here at GigaBear Panda. Please feel free to follow this individual. Genius work. Drop this meme here. And it says, you got two options. You can block Grums to not see him on your timeline, or you can commit a felony. And you got Twitch thoughts. Just don't know what to do with themselves. They're just, oh gosh, I don't know which option to take. I could block him, or I could go to jail for 10 years. Oh gosh, oh golly gee. That's the state of this conversation right now. Over boobs. Not even real boobs. Polygons. I'm sorry, if you're watching this because you're angry at Mark, you're angry at us for covering it, you're angry at me for me covering it, whatever, I want you to know in your heart of hearts, okay? You as a human female, you as a human male are not competing in the marketplace of relationships with polygons. You're not competing against Eve. That is not someone that you need to go, okay, I need to match that body type in order to be attractive to these people here. No. I am not going to paint myself blue and start eating chili dogs for every meal because I want to attract Sonic fans, okay? That's not, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't paint yourself blue anyway, but don't think that you're competing with video game characters. You're not. You're an individual. You're a human being, just like Mark Kern. So when you feel threatened by his support of fake, digital, polygonal boobs, okay? When you feel threatened because he supports a beautiful female character with all the curves that evoke all sorts of animal instincts in men, right? If you feel threatened by that, by all means, go right up to that block button and slap it as hard as you can. Do not, under any circumstances, drag the violence out of video games into real life. That is wrong on every level, and I will never forgive anyone who crosses that line. Nor should society as a whole ever shed a merciful eye to someone who wants to murder people over a harmless opinion about video games. But as always, I'll see you in the next video, and considering the Twitch thoughts out there, good freaking luck, all right, buddy? Good luck out there. Let Mark Kern know that you support him and wish him good luck, because boy howdy, he needs it. He needs it.